Welcome to English Storytime Adventures. In today's video, we're going to listen to an exciting short story that will help you improve your English skills. Listen carefully and follow along with the subtitles. Before we begin, here are some key words you'll hear in the story. Pay attention to their meaning and try to use them in your own sentences later. Guidance. Advice or information aimed at resolving a problem or difficulty. Electrical, relating to electricity, or metaphorically to something with energy or spark. Roll film, a strip of film wound into a roll, used in cameras to capture images. Chronic, persisting for a long time or constantly recurring. Now that you're familiar with these words, let's begin the story. In a small, quiet village, nestled between the hills, there was a cafe that everyone loved to visit. The cafe was called the Golden Spoon, and it was known for its warm, comforting meals that seemed to make all worries disappear. The owner, an elderly man named Mr. Finch, had run the cafe for years. He had a special talent for understanding people's hearts. One chilly afternoon, a young woman named Emma arrived in the village. Emma had been traveling for days, looking for inspiration for her photography project. She carried with her an old roll of film passed down by her father. The film had captured moments from his life, and she wanted to continue the tradition. As she entered the cafe, the warmth immediately welcomed her. Mr. Finch, noticing the tired look on her face, invited her to sit by the window. "What brings you here, young lady?" he asked with a smile. "I'm a photographer," Emma replied, "and I'm looking for guidance. I feel stuck, like I've lost my electrical spark. I've been trying to capture something meaningful, but nothing seems right." Mr. Finch nodded slowly. "Sometimes the most meaningful things come to us when we stop searching so hard," he said, pouring her a cup of tea. "This cafe has seen many like you. People with heavy hearts and chronic worries. But trust me, the answers you seek are often already inside you." Emma smiled weakly and sipped her tea. "I just need to find the right moment to capture. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places." Just then, a little boy entered the cafe, his eyes wide with wonder. He pointed at Emma's camera. "What's that?" he asked curiously. "This is my camera," Emma replied. "It uses roll film to take pictures. It's a bit old-fashioned, but I like the way it captures light." The boy's eyes sparkled. "Can you take my picture?" he asked. Emma hesitated for a moment, then smiled. "Sure," she said. She took out her camera, and with a soft click, she captured the boy's innocent joy. Mr. Finch watched from behind the counter, a knowing smile on his face. "Sometimes," he said, "it's not about finding the perfect moment, but letting the moment find you." Emma looked at the photograph she had taken. For the first time in a long while, she felt a sense of peace. Maybe this village was the place where she would rediscover her spark after all. Great job following along with the story. Now, let's review the key words we learned today. Guidance, advice or information aimed at resolving a problem or difficulty. Example from the story. "I'm looking for guidance. I feel stuck, like I've lost my electrical spark." Electrical, relating to electricity, or metaphorically to something with energy or spark. Example from the story. "I feel like I've lost my electrical spark." Roll film, a strip of film wound into a roll, used in cameras to capture images. Example from the story. "This is my camera. It uses roll film to take pictures." Chronic, persisting for a long time or constantly recurring. Example from the story. "This cafe has seen many like you, people with heavy hearts and chronic worries." Now, let's check your understanding of the story. See if you can answer these questions. Question 1. What was the main problem the character faced in the story? Question 2. Who helped the main character and how did they help? Question 3. Can you think of another word to describe the cafe or Mr. Finch from the story? Feel free to pause the video and write down your answers in the comments. Great work today! Well done! You've just completed another story with English Storytime Adventures. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more fun and educational stories. And don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts or answers to the questions. I'd love to see how much you've learned. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next episode of English Storytime Adventures. Until then, happy learning.